So we're going to start with the easiest string in my opinion, which is the high E string. Okay, so it's the easiest string to start with because it's the closest to your left hand and it's the thinnest string, so you need to apply the least amount of pressure on the note to get a pitch other than the open E. Any note that's fretted is going to sound different to the open E. And the notes are going up, so they sound in pitch that they're going higher and higher and higher. And if you pay close attention to the guitar, you'll notice the frets are getting smaller as the notes get higher. So we're going to start with very first fret. So if you're not sure what the frets are, they are these metal bars that sit under the strings and they go underneath all 6 strings. And so what you do is any of the space between these metal bars is a fret, and you just number them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up. You want to put your finger just sitting behind the fret, okay, not covering it up, and you don't want to be all the way back here. And make sure your right hand is picking the same string that your finger is pressing on, and you apply just enough pressure so the string is resting on the fret. Okay, and you can see it. When you press down, it'll touch the fret, and you hold your finger there. Try to let that note sustain out. So let's try playing fret 1, 3, 5, and 7. So we're going to be skipping a fret each time, and we're going to go up the guitar on those frets. So repeat that until you get consistency in clarity of each note. All right, and then you can change it up by playing those in between frets, which will be 2, 4, 6, and 8. All right, so each one of those notes sounded a little bit different to the previous pattern. And just another key tip, make sure you're picking over the sound hole. Okay, you don't want to be playing too far back. So once you've practiced that a few times, let's talk about some of the challenges you may be having with those notes. The first challenge you might be getting is like a buzz. Let's demonstrate how a buzz sounds. So it doesn't sound very good. And the reason that happens is because the pressure you're applying to the fret is, it's not like very weak, but it's not quite hard enough. Okay, it's kind of in between the correct amount of pressure. So if you're not pressing down enough at all, there's no buzz, but obviously if you're pressing down hard enough, you get the note. So it's somewhere in between. So if you hear the buzz, you're almost there. Just squeeze a little bit tighter with your finger, press down a little bit harder, and the buzz will go away. Another reason you might be getting a buzz is your finger is too far back. So move your finger closer to the fret and it'll clean it right up. So there's no sound at all. You need to be applying enough pressure so it's not muted and it's not buzzy. There is going to be a bit of pain or discomfort in your fingers when you're just starting out. Certain strings are more harsher on your fingers. If you have a nylon string guitar, the strings are a little bit softer, so you might not get as much pressure. But with the steel string, they are a little bit harsh. That's why good technique. So you don't want to be trying to press really hard with your finger all the way back. you're going to need even more pressure to get the note, and it's still going to be a little bit buzzy. So make sure your finger's in the right position, and you don't actually have to press down that hard. Your fingers will develop calluses and more strength the more you play, so that's always encouraging, something to look forward to in the future. When you've been playing for a while, things will become a little bit easier and less painful. All right, one more tip I'll give you is don't play on a guitar with old or rusty strings. Okay, this just won't help at all. Rusty strings can actually cause you to cut your fingers.